feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kid Brewer Stadium. The Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Horn. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will start this game off. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To the air, it's Sanders. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's Welsh.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
They'll play it safe and send it. And the holder, the fake, and a little shuffle. And the gamble works well enough. Maybe you look for the score on the fake field goal, but at least they got the first down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Welch. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To throw, it's Aguilar. And they knocked him down almost immediately. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he hauls it in at the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to pop the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Feeling some heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Recovered by the kicking team. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last one.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They're working that left side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, App State!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good.
0.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
When that snow's coming down, it's even thicker than rain. It just affects the football. You can't get as much juice on it. And you can tell the QB couldn't get it to the wide receiver where he wanted to, and the defender made a beautiful play.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll run for it on third and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, App State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Robinson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. And remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Flying out to the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo. And a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he's looking downfield. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give...
Nothing but green ahead. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
28, Colorado, 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He's got the tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll bring it back. It's Horn. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the timing just a hair off.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him, and nobody's close. Can anyone catch him? Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and the
Afterburners coming.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Mountaineers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time, they knock him down behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. He lets it fly. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete downfield. Oh, look out. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Number 14.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Makes the catch. It's Welsh.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And you just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his second missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline and get his confidence back.
Coming after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They strike first in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too, by the way. You've got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.